OneNote Class Notebook is part of Office 365, which is available through Glow. A teacher can set up a OneNote Class Notebook and simply add in all his or her learners with their Glow account details to provide this virtual cloud-based classroom. Learners can access all the class digital resources, assignments and text from whatever device they're logged into, in whatever location they're in. This creates the ultimate inclusive learning environment and will support learners who are not in school to still be part of the class. In this video, I will provide an introductory overview of some of the essential tools and features within a OneNote Class Notebook. The OneNote Class Notebook is a digital notebook for the whole class to store text, images, handwritten notes, attachments, links, voice, video and more. Inside a class notebook, you have three main areas. A collaboration space where teachers and learners can create content, collaborate and discuss topics. Think of the content library as a big filing cabinet for classroom documents. Only a teacher can put materials into the content library. Learners can read or copy anything in the content library to their own notebooks, but can't modify or delete that content. Each learner has their own individual notebook, which is shared with the teacher. Learners can see only their own notebook when they log into the class notebook, as well as having access to the collaboration space and read-only access to the content library. Learners may have other OneNote notebooks set up to keep their schoolwork organised, using a different section for each subject. The difference with this and the individual notebook that's been created within the class notebook is that teachers can distribute resources, issue homework and set assignments directly into each learner's notebook. Here is some information on Roman food that the teacher has put in the content library. By going to the top of the page and clicking on the Class Notebook tab, you can then distribute this page to one learner, to a group, or to the whole class. And the teacher chooses which section of the notebook the document will go into. I'm now going to distribute this page to one of the learners' notebooks. On the right-hand side, I'm going to choose my learner and I'm choosing that it goes in the homework section. I can now go to Claire's notebook, check in the homework section, and I'll see the page that's been distributed there. She has the option now of having that text read out loud to her using View and Immersive Reader.
Roman dinner time. Before the Romans became a huge empire and conquered most of Europe,
Claire can now add in some extra information at the bottom of that page. There are many ways she can add in her own information. First of all, by typing, and she may want to start by changing the page colour. Go to View and change on the page colour here. You can make spelling corrections by going to the top toolbar and clicking on the tick with the ABC. You can handwrite into the page, which is very useful if you're opening this notebook up on a tablet and want to write using your finger or a stylus. Clicking on the Draw tab and then choosing a pencil here, choosing a colour and writing on the page. You can add in an audio file. Choose Insert. It's much easier for me just to speak rather than writing down a lot of words, so this is a very useful thing for me for my homework. And now we have the audio recording available on the page. Another option would be to use your voice and using the inbuilt dictation tool. On the Home tab here, I'm going to go to the far right hand side and I'm going to click on the Dictate for the computer to start listening to me. I like working on this topic of the Romans, and one day I'd like to visit Italy. The teacher can choose to review student work from the top toolbar, clicking on Class Notebook and then Review Student Work. On the right-hand side, the teacher can choose which section of the learner's notebooks do they want to look at. On Claire's homework page here, the teacher could leave some feedback. To insert and stickers. Getting individual feedback from the teacher is a very useful tool to support learning. Another good tool built into OneNote is the Maths tool. Here the teacher has embedded a YouTube video in the page to support the learning of 3 times table. You can use the Draw tool to write out some sums. And then by clicking on the Marquee Select tool here, drag it over the sum, and then clicking on the Math tool on the right-hand side, the sum will appear and I can choose to get the answer. I can also choose to generate a practice quiz, which will give me practice at the 3 times table. If it was an algebraic equation, you can see all the steps to get the answer. Solve for A gives me the answer, but here I can show the steps here. And I can have it read out loud. And I can also drag this solution onto my OneNote page. OneNote Class Notebook can be accessed from any device, anywhere, so it's ideal for learners to log in from home to continue schoolwork and to use the resources for revision. It's great to have built-in assistive features to support literacy and numeracy.